Oh my god. I'm just glad we got him down in that cellar. I don't know what happened to him. Ever since we read that book, it's just he's acting like a totally different person, Matt.
His head's just spinning around. He's speaking in tongues.
This reminds me of a cult hit from the 1980s. What was that movie called again?
What was it?
The Evil Dead.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to At the Movies with Ty, Tim, and Matt. I am Ty.
I'm Matt.
You fucked up the order. It's Ty, Tim, Matt. God.
Aw, son of a bitch.
Okay, podcast is over. Everyone go home.
Prepare for the Google Doc.
I can cut this out if you
Bring in the other Matt. No, it's fine. We're just going to keep rolling.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, welcome to the pilot episode of At the Movies with us. We're here. We're at the movies. We're in a movie theater, actually. We're recording this inside of a movie theater. Thank you so much, Alamo Drafthouse. Not sponsored. For letting us record inside your
Thank you, Cinemark.
theater. Why would you say a different movie theater?
Thank you, Allen Theaters.
Now it's just confusing. No one even knows what Allen Theaters is. Okay.
Come on. Where's the New Mexico viewership? Come on.
And we are here today to talk about, if you hadn't guessed from the intro, The Evil Dead. The movies, specifically. We're not going to go into the TV show or the video games or the theater musical that exists.
Groovy.
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 And we're actually going to be ranking the movies as we go. So just so everyone's aware, the parameter for this is we're doing S through F tier here. And we're going to rank each of the movies based off of the opinions of three people. Those three people being us.
And they're objectively correct, so if you just...
And yeah, I've never had a wrong opinion in my entire life, so...
Oh, whatever. No.
Yeah. But yeah, starting off with the hit Evil Dead from 1981, the very first one. Yeah, what do we think about this one, Chiefs? How do we feel about the first Evil Dead movie?
I'll let Tim go. Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm glad I can get the floor here.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I think I enjoy it. It's definitely, like, you could definitely tell it was just riding the hype of a lot of, like, horror. It's indie to shit. Like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
But, I don't know. There's just something that I enjoy to some degree in this movie compared to, like, the quote-unquote second Evil Dead, where it just being so, like, indie, and I don't know, the scene with the girlfriend, whenever... I assume we're not doing a spoiler movie. If you haven't seen Evil Dead 1981 and you're afraid of
This
getting
applies to all
spoiled,
the movies. We're spoiling all these movies, just so we're clear. Yeah.
you came to the wrong place. But even though, like, it's kind of like hopping on the trend because of, the 80s and slashers and all kinds of horror movie, there was just something so innate in this that actually kind of, like, unnerves me a bit, especially with the scene whenever the girlfriend gets, like, revived. Like, them just, like, mocking her, like, with her body and just fucking literally just shitposting in a sense was just like, okay, you know what, I can understand the terror of, like, just an evil being that isn't even, like, here, it isn't even worried about killing anybody. It is literally just here to torment you.
Yeah, they're just here to be dicks, and I kind of love it, honestly. I love that as a premise for the Deadites in this movie.
So yeah, I super enjoyed it.
I think it's great. I love all the practical effects going on in this movie. It definitely gives off... The funny thing about The Evil Dead, even though it is, like, mainstream now, whenever you watch it, and I think the first time that I watched it, it really felt like it wasn't a movie that I should be seeing, you know? It felt like... It's definitely something that at the time you would find in, like, the bargain bin, and you would be like, oh, what the hell is this? You know? And then you get The Evil Dead, and it's great. I think it's one of the best movies from that day and age. It's definitely one of my favorite as far as, like, the series goes. Yeah, I love this movie. It's great. Fun time.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna add on that my other favorite thing about this movie is the fact that it's, like, static characters throughout it. I feel like the characters don't really change or develop or evolve over the course of the movie. It's just them being put into a really shit situation and trying to figure their way out of it, you know?
Yeah.
Bruce doesn't become brave at some point. Like, he just keeps failing upwards, honestly. So,
Oh, man. Whenever I first watched this movie, whenever he kept on getting like slammed into like shelves and the shelves kept on getting on him, I was just like, again. This is really happening again. Like, and he's struggling to get up, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
And Bruce Campbell actually sprained his ankle during the making
Yes.
of this movie, which is why he limps in like the second half of the movie, is because he takes a really rough fall at one point, and
Oh yeah.
you think he's acting injured, but no, that man was
No,
just
that-
actually injured.
They did not have enough budget to return the site for it. So he
It's
could
like,
recover.
you know what? No, you got to just, fill it out, man. Let's go ahead, act it out.
And yeah, it is a super indie film, and I think something else that's really charming about this movie is the fact that, like, in the credits, they list someone as being like the location scout for the movie, but it was just like their friend that knew about this cabin and was like, yeah, you guys could probably shoot here. No one's been there for however long now, so go for it.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely has that feel of like a bunch of college buddies just was like, we could just film some bullshit here. I have a camera, might as well just.
Speaking about that, like, it's so funny because whenever they're at the recording, where they hear the recording for the first time of them translating the book and stuff, they had to take that twice because the first time they did the take, they were all high. Like, they were all just stoned out of their mind and they could not get the lines right. And so they said, all right, we're going to cut. We're going to wait until these guys are sober, and then we're going to go ahead and do it again.
That's fucking awesome. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's the greatest thing ever.
I think one of the key things I do enjoy about this movie is that even though I said, like, it's banking on, like, this is kind of like peak when horror was starting to, like, hit its stride.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't, aside from, like, latching onto that, it didn't really steal anything else. Like Tyler said, like, with static characters, like, there is no, like, change of status quo. It was just kind of, like, fucked up shit happening to these people as they just progressively die.
There was no hero. There was no, like, oh, someone's going to save the day or something. No, it's just fucked up shit happening. Like,
yeah, like, there's no, like... Because ultimately, you'd be like, oh, the main guy and his girl survives. Like, no, absolutely not.
No,
She gets
no,
fucking
no.
hurt.
zero.
Gets her head lopped off with a shovel in one of my favorite scenes in the movie too. I think the only clear like inspiration that I see in the Evil Dead immediately is going to be a lot of John Carpenter movies. Actually, now that I think about it, but immediately I think of Halloween with all the POV shots that they do for the evil in this movie.
Oh,
Reminds me a lot of
yes.
Halloween,
Oh,
Black
100%.
Christmas.
Oh,
I
lot
love
of
the
stuff on
noise that it
camera.
makes too. Like, the noise, it's just uncomfortable. Like, I was just like, what is that noise?
it's like being in a plane.
Yeah, it was just, and then like I used to mimic that sound like all the time. I used to be like, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why.
That's so funny.
And I mean, for me, anytime I see like like evil entity POV, I'm just like, oh my god, it's like it's Evil Dead cam.
Yeah,
Oh my God, it's Evil Dead.
Evil Dead cam.
That is so fair.
That is great. I have to say the one disturbing scene that I hate is the pencil scene.
Oh yeah,
The
I
pencil
didn't like
scene.
that. I still don't like that one.
Oh gosh, man, it was.
I still
Just me
look away on
thinking about it.
rewatches whenever I see that.
Yeah,
part, actually, yeah.
Same. And if you haven't seen The Evil Dead and you know what we're talking about, please go watch this movie. It's great.
I actually just had another pencil scene when I was watching Grey's Anatomy today. So, there you go.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I had to look away for that scene too.
Gosh.
Damn. But
Um,
yeah, The Evil Dead. How about it? Where I feel like we've kind of explored it pretty well. I think we've explored all the things that we like about it. Is there anything that we don't like about it? That we think
Okay.
is not good?
So the thing that I don't like about it is the tree scene. The tree scene was just really disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it when
Yeah, no,
things
that's
do its
fair.
job too well, actually.
Yeah, it did its job way too well, and that scene is just—it's always disturbing, and I can never watch it. So whenever that scene comes up, I literally get up from my chair, from the chair, and like walk away and try to find something else to do. And so I hear it, and then it's over with, and she's just running back to the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay, cool. It's
That
it's
is
out.
something that I don't like that scene, and I feel like, without getting too deep on my opinion on sexual assault in movies, I think that a scene like that is always unnecessary. I think that the tree could have just, fucked her up, beat her ass, like beating the shit out of her, and we could have gotten the same effect. We didn't need
Yeah.
the tree to sexually assault a woman for
Yeah.
the point. I guess, if you want to make the demons more evil, but, I don't think that's necessary. I think there's 1,000 other ways you could have done it
Oh yeah.
that don't involve the sexual assault via tree.
But I get I get why they did it, because they just wanted to do something like really fucking disturbing and stuff. But that
Really
wasn't
shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, like really shocking. But like I'm over here like, that's not really the way to go
Well,
for that.
That's
I mean,
that's the issue, is that it's, to some degree, I mean, I'm not going to advocate for it by any means, but it does fit along the theme of these are terrible demon creatures that are just will literally do anything to just fuck around with people. But even then, that kind of just more feels like kind of like what I was saying with like the college, like for better or for worse, it was just a bunch of, it feels like, that sense of college guys is like, well, what should we do with the scene? Why not have it sodomize somebody? And there was nobody there to be like, that
Yeah.
seems a little bit too much.
It was on set like, maybe we shouldn't do that, actually.
So,
I'm wondering if someone did say that. Like I'm wondering if someone did say like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this scene, and they're just like, nah, fuck it, no, we're still doing it.
No,
Like-
it was just a bunch of college kids that were just like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we're just gonna do it. Actually, we're just gonna make this happen.
I'm just curious,
I've never seen any discussion about anyone having, been against it. And I'll be honest, I haven't done like a deep dive on the behind the scenes of like how
Yeah.
the cast felt about what happens in the movie and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's the one thing I would take out of this movie. That I
Yeah,
would like.
same,
you
100%. I would.
It
take
definitely, it is like a disturbing thing. So I guess, being a horror movie, being disturbing is a good thing in certain leaps and bounds, but it's just something that I didn't want to see personally. Is there anything else that like you don't, like an aspect of this movie you would change if you could? Anything you don't like that's in the movie that could be better in your mind?
I can't say personally, no.
No, I can't
think-
think of anything.
I think it's actually pretty well paced. Like,
Yeah.
I think
do
I
like
was
the
always
pacing in
intrigued.
this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the pacing in the movie was
It
perfect.
moved very
too.
well. They had
Yeah.
that down for sure. Okay. Well, in that case, if we have nothing else to say about it, where would you guys rank it as an Evil Dead movie?
Oh, this one's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Because I
hard.
kind of want to tip it near. I honestly want to tip it near the S, because it really, to some degree, it really got me interested in horror. Because this was like one of the first movies I watched as I was getting into the horror genre.
Same.
But like, I think I'd give it an A. I think A is the most like comfortable I'd give it.
See,
Okay.
you actually read my mind there, because I was leaning towards the S too, but then I just said to myself, it can't really be an S, so I'll give it an A too. So like, yeah, my answer's A also.
I'll be different and say that I would give this one the S tier. That's right.
Of course you
No,
would. Of course you
This is
would.
my favorite one. It's the best one in my opinion.
No, Matt.
Yeah?
This is fair. This is
Yeah.
fair.
It's the best one for me. For me personally, it's my favorite. So
Gotcha.
I will give it S tier. But if you guys are both, a shirt on A, we can put Evil Dead in the A tier. I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
All right, cool.
I'm fine with that. And now we jump forward 6 years to 1987 with The Evil Dead 2.
I thought this was just
Oh,
the Evil
yes.
Dead.
No. Actually, no. It is just Evil Dead now. Isn't it? They don't call
Yeah,
it.
yeah, really it is.
I mean, technically, if we want to
That's
talk
right.
about production and everything,
Technically.
it's,
I mean,
They couldn't use
this-
the anymore. Do you think they couldn't use the anymore? Is that what the
that was
Big-
that,
Oh, yeah,
was
that's-
makes it legally distinct. Let's be honest.
they had to go Evil Dead because they couldn't be the Evil Dead anymore?
They're just like, nah, you know that that's out. You
Yeah,
can't use
we can't
that
have
no more.
I'd love to imagine that's what was argued in court. Honestly, like, they're like, you can call it Evil Dead, just not the Evil
The
Dead, because
Evil
we're
Dead.
the Evil Dead. So, okay, well, that immediately brings us to the fucking terrible legal issues that ran all over this movie and caused
Oh,
the
yeah.
beginning to be what it is. And
This sucks.
The speed running.
I hate the beginning of this movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep, I'm saying it. I'm saying it, and
No,
I'm
that's
going to
fair.
say this as well.
That is fair.
I think it's super confusing for people who have, if you're going from watching The Evil Dead and then you're watching The Evil Dead 2 right after, and then you have
You're
this
just-
entire new beginning that decanonizes Scotty and Cheryl and fucking all the other
every
characters.
single other character.
Yeah, except Ash and his girlfriend, who's
Wait
not
a
even played by the
minute.
same actor. And died
That was
differently.
pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
dies
wait, who are
totally
you?
differently from the first film. Like,
Like that, and the thing is, like the movie, it doesn't even have like a previously on The Evil Dead or anything like that. Like it just jumps right into it, and you're like, okay, what the fuck is happening? Where are we? Like the company logos have rolled, and this looks like the first movie with some changes to it. So I'm sure that's confusing
Yeah.
for people who don't do all the research into the what happened behind the scenes for why they couldn't get the footage from the previous movie. And why,
Yeah.
you know what? Copyright is a sin, and we should abolish it. Copyright is bad.
100%. But so I hate the beginning of this movie too. Like it like you said, like if you go from the Evil Dead to Evil Dead 2, you're just gonna get 100% confused. The fact that all those legal issues happen is I don't like it, because like it could have been something way more, you know. And
It could have just tied into the first movie better. Honestly.
Yeah, it really
like
could
if we
have,
just
like-
used footage from the first movie and then just
Mhm.
hit the ending of the first one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the super cut that people have done where the Evil Dead ends and it starts immediately with Ash being flung. In The Evil Dead
Yes,
2.
no, that's 100%. I was gonna tell you. I love that concept, because Bruce Campbell actually said himself, like if you actually see the Evil Dead and how it ended, whenever Ash in the second one is getting flung in the trees, that's where that one begins, and like that's where the second one begins, because of legal actions and stuff like that. We had to make a whole new beginning and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that kind of sucks. But my favorite thing about this movie is the hand. The hand and
I love the hand.
the chainsaw hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
100%.
it's I appreciate this movie for because in the first one I don't remember the comedic elements being too there, but in this one it made it like very
Oh, they don't
clear
give
of
a
like
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit.
And I don't
about-
know. For me, honestly, horror comedy is kind of like one of the best mediums for
Yes.
horror in general. So I think, don't get me wrong, the travesty at the beginning, because yeah, binge watching the entire thing makes it very confusing.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm gonna try to see everything, but I kind of enjoy this new tone that they adopted. I which is kind of crazy considering there was like the 7-year gap between everything.
Yeah.
There was a
Or the
huge
6 year.
gap. Yeah, there was a huge gap between this, and I do like the comedic tone in this one. I like all the really cartoony stuff that Bruce Campbell gets to do whenever while he's in the cabin alone, and I actually think that those are the best parts of the movie. And I think, controversial opinion here, I don't like the B narrative in this movie a lot that we keep cutting back to throughout the movie.
Oh, with the
I
other-
understand why it's there, and they're like
group.
trying to set her up. What's her name? Annie, I think.
yeah.
I think Annie. Yeah, they're trying to set up Annie's storyline because her father is the archaeologist that died in the cabin, and so was her. And her mom died in the cabin too. And they're trying to set this up. And I would have just preferred if we just stayed with Ash the whole time, and then just have them show up and be like,
Oh,
"Hey,
no.
we're here now."
Yeah.
I would've been fine
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like not spits in the face, but it's very counterintuitive to how like the first movie was, where it's all just like very tight, very focused on the cabin. It's almost like a one room kind of like
Yeah.
a one room
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, like a one set kind of thing.
So with like having this like, oh, here's this new character, it's like, wait, what?
Uh-huh.
But I want to see what's happening in the cabin.
Cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're having a blast watching Bruce. Bringing up the hand again, too, by the way. I love the whole sequence in the kitchen where he's like smashing the plates on his head.
Yes.
And he's throwing himself forward and all the stunts that Bruce Campbell's doing himself. It's very cartoony and it's super fun. And then we cut to like Annie's road trip adventure again. And I'm like, I don't give a shit
I
about
don't
all
care
this.
about this
I
fucking
don't,
road
I don't
trip.
care. Go back to Ash. I want to see Ash, fighting his hand. That's what I'm here for. And him chainsawing his hand off and all this shit. So I don't know.
And actually, before those characters come in, there's a scene that I personally like in this movie, which is where everything just goes sideways all of a sudden, and everything just starts laughing.
Oh, that's a great
including
scene.
Ash.
The breakdown, yeah.
The deer head, the books, like everything is. starting to
Whenever
laugh
he's
and
like
stuff.
bending down with the lamp,
Yes.
they're like laughing together. That was so
They
peak.
start dancing. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
all-
they just start
it's
dancing
great.
and then they laugh and start laughing again.
It's so good. Oh, I
It's
love
the
it.
greatest scene in that movie, in my opinion.
And then I do like. I think so. Here's what I'm going to say about this movie. I think everything after he gets the chainsaw hand is like peak. I think everything after that point is
Oh, yeah.
the best part of the movie. You know, he's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's fighting what's her name, Henrietta, in the basement. You know, her mom or whatever her name is. I think it's Henrietta. I'm 99% sure I'm right on that.
Yeah, it is Henry Allen.
Okay, cool. So they're fighting in the basement. And then, you know, the portal gets open, everything's getting pulled in there. The poor car gets thrown in the portal.
Because over here, like, why me?
Do we ever cover what happens to Annie again, or is this just like it for her? Does she just stay in the present? I don't think she
yeah.
ever comes up again.
No, she never does.
Even in the TV show, I don't think Annie showed up again.
Annie never showed up again.
They're just like, oh, we forget about it.
trying to-
you know,
I'm trying to avoid referencing the TV show too much, but the TV show does show us what's canon in the series. Because the TV show does say that all of the events of The Evil Dead happened. So everything in the first movie happens. And then everything after the stupid opening sequence in The Evil Dead 2, that's all canon as well.
Yeah.
And then they had to tiptoe around Army of Darkness because, hey, legal issues again. So
Tragedy. Absolute tragedy.
it happens every time.
yeah, it happens all the time.
Once again, the 1980s were a boon and an unfortunate time for horror because everyone's just like, oh yeah, I'll film your movies. It's like, okay, cool. Them unknowingly selling their soul to the devil.
Yeah. Sam Raimi needs to be a little bit more careful about contracts that he signs, but I guess he
Yeah.
signed up with Marvel, so he's still not checking his contracts too well. There's your Marvel sting for you, all you cinema fans out there. Yeah, so Evil Dead 2 kind of a mixed bag for me. Kind of a mixed bag, I'd say.
I did want to acknowledge this still. Mm-hmm. Why is it that every other demon's blood is red in this movie, except for one? There was only one demon in this movie that their blood was green, and it was whenever he was axing him, and the screen turned green, and his blood was going everywhere on the walls green.
I'm going to blame the MPAA for that one.
Yeah, because like
I'm
I was
just going to take
like,
a wild guess and say it was the MPAA.
yeah, because like I was so confused about that because whenever I was re-watching this, sorry, I was just like, why is everything else red but this one demon's blood is green? Like,
I guarantee you they filmed it originally and it was red. And then I can almost promise you when they showed it at the studio, they were like, oh yeah, that's too much. This is excessive. We
You
can't
have
have
to
this.
get,
They're like,
you have to do green.
it's a fucking Evil Dead movie. What the fuck are you talking about? It's excessive. That's our point. That's what we are. We are excessive. We're the Evil
Have
Dead.
you not watched the first movie?
He chainsaws his hand off at one point and you're cool with that, but there's too much blood on the camera now. I guarantee you it was the MPAA. Either okay, there's two options here. Either it was the MPAA being like, okay, no, this doesn't work for us, or they ran out of blood while they were shooting. And they were like, fuck it, we have a bunch of shit left over from the Ghostbusters movie, so we're just gonna let you guys use that shit.
we're just getting green out.
That's my best guess. That's all I got for you. Bunch of Nickelodeon slime all over the Evil Dead set.
We are in the new Nickelodeon studio, so fuck. We ball.
The ending though, the ending was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed the ending too, because I wasn't thinking whenever I first watched this film, I wasn't thinking it was gonna end like that. I never thought that it would end up him going into another back in the past or anything
Him
like that.
time traveling.
Yeah,
You didn't expect Ash to get isekai'd.
yeah, like I was not.
Isekai. Oh god, you really are getting anime trolled. Jesus.
I was really.
It
not
happened. What do you
expecting
want
that.
from me? It's a film term, Tim. Fuck you. Anyways,
Finds a partner. This is a tale as old as time for me. Fuck you. Hey guys, we should try this anime. Nah, I'm good, dude. It's fine.
All right, you know what? This is a JoJo's podcast now. Everyone go watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and then we'll come back here. Come back to me after you get past Arc 2, okay?
Oh no.
But yeah, the ending I think probably threw a lot of people for a loop, and I think Sam Raimi was doing a lot of coke at this day and age.
He's really like, hey guys.
This is going to tie into
How
the point
about-
I'm going to make because we don't have our last continuity error in this movie. We have another one at the start of the third movie, and I honestly don't know if I don't think it can be legal issues because they could just reshoot the beginning however the fuck they wanted to. Sam Raimi completely changes what happens at the end of the second movie going into the third one.
I think to some degree, this one, yeah, you could argue whatever legal issues. I think he bit a little bit of the Snyder, like a little bit of Snyder.
What if I
Just
did
like,
this instead?
yeah, I'm just gonna re-edit. I already submitted the paper, but what if I just change just a little bit, just to make it flow a little bit better? He said, working on the Evil Dead script.
Yeah.
Which
Every time. So, before we get into Army of Darkness, where is the Evil Dead 2 sitting on our little barometer of rating here? What are we thinking? I guess I let you guys go first time. I get to go first this time, actually. I'm going to...
Go ahead.
For all of the narrative issues and stuff that I have, I still have a really fun time in the second half of this movie. But due to kind of how confusing the narrative is and the fact that I don't really like the B plot that they have going on for most of the movie, I'm going to lean towards like a B, C tier for this one.
No, that's fair. I for me personally, I don't want to like overlap on any, especially with like this kind of like narrow. So even if I said F, it's not like I don't think there's any Evil Dead movie I watched that I hated, but I just want to keep one per letter. But yeah, I think this one's like a hard C. I kind of, if it wasn't for the next one, I'd probably put it into B. But yeah, for this one, I think it's a solid C.
I'll give this one a B also. I'll give this one a B. Just because, like you said, Tyler, the beginning is awful. It just comes in out of nowhere. And the fact that they keep on changing each scene from the cabin to, Annie, cabin, Annie, and I that's the only reason I'm giving it a B.
Okay. So I guess really I'm the deciding factor. Do I lean more C or more B for this one? Yes, indubitably. I am going to lean to the C tier.
Oh, get fucking
I do. Yeah.
So
Evil Dead 2 is going in our C tier. Sorry, Evil Dead 2. Have fun in hell.
very fun scenes.
It's probably the lowest we're going to get.
It's probably, yeah. This is probably...
It's probably going to be the lowest one, for me at least.
Yeah.
Sorry, Evil Dead 2. Have fun in hell. That's our C tier for this.
Still great moment.
For this,
I
but
tried
it's still
to
good,
give
though.
you a B tier. Okay,
Still
don't
very
come
good.
haunting
It's
at
just
me.
bogged down, and especially from the first movie, where I think that was just pure good horror. This one definitely kind of just takes it down. It
does.
It makes it a little bit more like lukewarm.
Yeah. And I'll say that Evil Dead 2 can have its fingertips in B tier. But that's it.
Yeah.
Just
Just a fingertip.
Just in the wider
It's hanging on
continuity
by
of the
a
rest of the
string.
franchise.
Yeah, because now we got to get into the Army O' Darkness. Here we are. It's here. It's live. It's local. Ashes in the past. It's medieval. It's a fantasy horror
It's
movie now.
And the continuity of now, for some reason, they have him working at a grocery store.
He's fighting
Has a hard opening.
He's fighting a deadite dragon.
With
Everyone.
him trying to flirt with one of the... I once again, it is a continuity reset, which makes no sense, and there's no justification in this one. But I kind of enjoy it because it kind of gives you like this feel of you have this like not a hero per se, but like he kind of gets what he deserves as a character. He's just like living his day-to-day job now after all this insanity.
Yeah.
And then he gets sucked right back into it. And that's what I kind of just enjoy about this character is that he's just like, he's not good, he's not bad, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
And for some reason, this is all happening to him.
Good,
Yeah.
bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
No,
to quote
this
the movie.
Yeah, this movie has a lot of memorable quotes like, "This is my boomstick."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hail to the king, baby. Bunch of
Yeah.
stuff that Duke Nukem would rip off later on in life, by the way.
I mean, can we do a 1-for-1 to the poster to a Duke Nukem game? Because I'm pretty sure there is a strong 1-to-1.
It's pretty much there. Duke Nukem wears his influence on his sleeve, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Because he wears a tank top. That's the joke there, people. I can't do visual gags. It's a podcast. But yeah, this I like the way this one starts off. It kind of feels like Sam Raimi's just like, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna do whatever.
Pretty much.
I'm just gonna do what I want, and y'all are just gonna have to deal with it, honestly. So
So with this one, I really enjoyed like everything about it. The way that he got sucked into the portal, the way that it starts off from that, whenever he lands.
mm-hmm.
The thing is, the part where he's trying to find a book, and there's like 3 books, and he's trying to find each and every one of them. And he just opens each and every one. Something fucks up always happens, and oh man, I love that scene.
Oh yeah, when he opens the portal or he opens the book, and there's like that wormhole in there that tries to pull him in, and it stretches his face out. Oh, the practical effects of this movie are so fun.
It's so good and so.
I love how fun this movie
love
is.
him.
I love Evil Ash and like that entire
Evil Ash.
sequence where they fight each other briefly.
Yep.
Evil Ash comes back and he's like king of the Deadites to some degree.
Or
'Cause
whenever he's
not,
trying to,
right? That's one thing I was never clear on. He's not a Deadite, is he? Like Evil
No.
Ash?
No,
They're not
he's
a Deadite.
No, he's
resisted
still
it
more
because
like
they almost got him in the previous movies, but he's always been able to either like worm out of it because he manages to like the sun rises, so the Deadites don't actually get it to him, and then like I don't know, he's built some kind of tolerance considering that he's been surviving in the cabin,
Maybe.
being
Yeah.
harassed by them.
So you think Evil Ash is just literally just another version of Ash, basically?
Yeah,
just an
it's just
evil
them just being
side.
like, you know
More
what? If we
evil.
can't have you, we're gonna have Ash at home.
We got Ash at home, and he's like, "Wow, I'm Ash at home."
I'm here.
Yeah.
I would like to equate this to movie as being a good version of like Mad Max's Enter the Thunderdome, where the movie takes a completely like out of the left field like tonal shift, like halfway through the movie. Under the Thunderdome turns into like some kind of kid movie, at least to me, compared to like the previous
Okay.
movie that
Yeah.
has like a murder and other rape scene.
Yeah. Lots of
Where-
explicit things.
Yeah, and then in this movie, it's just like it is full of plunges of just like it is. There's still kind of like some horror aspects, but it's just like this is what this is. There's a guy wielding a chainsaw with a double barrel shotgun running around in like medieval times.
Just so, it knows how fun it is, and it's fully leaning into that now. Like all sense of kind of horror, I think, is removed from this one. You're more just like on Ash's adventure at this point.
The mechanical hand. The mechanical
yeah.
hand that they build for him. I'm just like, could that really happen or not?
No, I don't think it's. I don't think.
Welcome to
it's possible.
MythBusters. We'll be testing if
Oh.
a medieval peasant.
We're gonna
European
cut off my hand.
castle is able to replicate
the
a.
mechanical hand.
That's so good. Yeah. It's fun. I like the final battle. I think my favorite part of this movie is actually the skeletons.
Oh yeah, oh for sure.
I think they're funny as fuck. There's one that's like, he's like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, and then he goes up and he's like, hey, where'd you go? And then the bags of whatever are falling. He's like, nah. And at the end, after they're defeated, they're like running off. He's like, go, get out of here, everybody, run, go. It's
The
very
ADR
funny.
was also just
I love
added
them.
so much to it.
Yeah, they were so great.
I
love it
really
whenever
like
they're
to
first
imagine that it's just
introduced
Sam
to-
and Ted Raimi, just like in the studio being like, okay, we need some voice lines for this day, so we're just gonna sit around and voice the skeletons all day.
Can we all agree on this like random like naked chick that skeleton was just pulling for some reason? Like there was no description of that or anything
Listen.
like that. There was just a random girl topless just going, huh?
The Skeleton Bros are gonna do what they want. It's
pretty
spooky season.
Yeah,
I was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Why is this girl here?
they're wilding out. I love the skeletons. They were honestly probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. Was the skeletons, honestly.
Oh, and whenever they get first, I think this would be the first introduction of them because they're coming out of the ground. But like the part where Ash just falls and he's like trying to like get away from the skeleton's hands, and then like they're trying to poke at his face and stuff, and he's trying to.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god. He tries to like block it by putting his hand up over his face, and then two separate hands poke him in the eye instead.
Eyes, yeah.
It's so fucking funny, dude.
It's
Yeah, this movie is great. It's just unabashed, complete, and total fun. So, what are the negatives of this movie aside from it just totally shedding the horror aspect completely?
That's kind of hard. To tell you the honest truth.
Because, yeah, no, that's really the only, like, real true shame is that we went from, like, it being such a really awesome example of horror to, like, the second one movie doing a decent job of blending both of them to this one just being like, okay, you know, it's full
Yeah,
comedy.
we're not doing that anymore. Yeah,
But-
pretty
This is
much.
Full comedy.
I don't know,
yeah.
like, once again, it's kind of hard for me. There's not really a point. I'm in a lull. Everything is just kind of, like, fun. Maybe some of the castle scenes, but I think besides that.
I think I just hate travel in movies. I think I just
that's
hate
fair.
watching
Traveling.
characters travel. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
I would cut out any scene of someone like riding a horse from a place to another place. I don't know. Just cut to them being at the place. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see them traveling for me to understand and know that they've traveled. Like I get it.
Unless you
know?
have some like really funny bits,
Tyler.
which is already a comedy, so you could have added some kind of
Exactly.
like Monty Python-esque, like anytime they had like
They should
scene
have made it.
transition.
Yeah, if anything, they could have
Yeah.
made fun of it. They could have made fun of the travel sequences, honestly. So
But-
Have him like
The
fill up the
scenery.
fuel on the horse.
I don't give a shit.
I
about
don't
the
need
scenery.
B-roll. I do not need B-roll of the
You have
mountain skips
exactly
around.
10 seconds to show me a scenic shot, and I go, oh, yeah, that's pretty. Anything more than 10 seconds, I'm like, okay. Next shot.
Anyone
Narration?
anyone could rent a plane and just pan over a landscape.
Yeah, if I want to go look at a landscape, I'll go outside, okay? Like, I don't need it in my movie.
I'll go hiking. I'll do
I'll
something
go
on my
hiking.
own.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
I don't
Go to the zoo, you know?
Exactly. So I don't need these shots
Unless
of
I'm
Ash
watching
riding
like
this
Nat
horse.
Natural Geographic or something. I don't want any panning shots of the landscape.
Please, God. Anything but this. Yeah, okay. So
I can't really figure out anything except for I think the whole like horror concept because this one wasn't really that bloody or any
There wasn't a lot of gore in this movie, yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't really that much gore. I think that's my only complaint because again, I'm a huge like gore person.
It's kind of
So
what I'm
I-
here for, yeah. I want it to be
Yeah.
like explosive. I want like I want gallons of blood coming out.
You
of
hear
something.
that, people?
Yeah,
Matt
no
enjoys
blood.
murder.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's the only thing that would that did not interest me is that there wasn't any gore, there wasn't any anything like that. It was really PG rated, PG.
No real body horror in this for the
Yeah.
most part.
And I think that's the only sad thing about this movie.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, Tim, where do you rank it?
I think I would put this in B. It's firmly in the line of it's in its lane. I don't think it still tops the first one, but it manages to like it runs with its narrative. It keeps you enthralled the entire time, and there's so many good bits of this movie that are just in memoriam. Like you'll never stop quoting this movie.
That's fair. Yep. That's fair. And Matt?
I would also give it a B, just because of the quotes, and everything, the skeletons, and mechanical hands. The car, by the way, they fix up. And,
Oh yeah, and they turn into like a
drives-
fucking war machine and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like all these fun things around this. I'm gonna have to give it a B. I can't really be bad because there's no gore.
All right, well, I'm here to shake the boat, boys. F. No, I'm kidding. It's a B. Yeah, you're right.
Could you imagine?
What the fuck?
Sing its praises the whole time. Be like, yeah, I think this is a D tier movie. But, yeah. B feels fair. B feels fair for this one. Yeah.
You get with the girl. and
Not
you
quite
two are
now.
having sex. Is she into you? Yeah, you can't really be too sure.
I gave all the signs, but I'm just gonna pull it back at the very end and be like, I'm not interested.
What are you, Maya?
I'm gonna wait until we're saying our wedding vows, and then I'll be like, all right, actually, I'm not interested. My bad.
This is all just an elaborate
Okay,
prank.
so-
I just didn't know when to say it.
I hate to say
Stop
this,
it.
but you guys have to start watching Grey's Anatomy because I'm making a bunch of Grey's Anatomy
no,
references in the episode,
I will
and I need y'all to
never
catch up with me.
Watch Grey's Anatomy.
I've been watching.
Sorry.
I'm on season 4 right now, and shit's
I'm
crazy.
still on season 1. I just watched the first episode, and that's it.
I am
That's
not watching
it.
Grey's Anatomy.
That was
No,
it
Tim,
for me.
listen, Tim. I know how to sell you on this. Listen,
No,
Okay,
Tim,
go
don't
on.
sell
you guys,
it. Don't
you have to
sell it.
understand. You have to watch it and think of it like an anime. If you
No.
watch it like it's an anime, no, it does, dude. And I'm telling you, that's the only way I can sell it to you. If you watch it like it's an anime, you will feel like you're watching an anime. Truly, it is.
I am just
hospital
going to
anime.
do what everyone else does, and whenever I get a girlfriend or a partner, that's whenever I'll do it. When I get the basic woman who's going to be
tried it
like,
with my
"Hey
wife,
Tim, we
like-
gotta watch this." I'm just like, "Okay, yeah, I guess."
So my new plan is to set Tim up with a woman specifically to make him watch Grey's Anatomy, and then whenever he gets to the point that he finishes it, then she's gonna break up with him and leave him. But then I'll be able to talk about Grey's Anatomy with Tim.
I'm just
Tell her
inconsolable.
specifically, like
just
you have to stay
crying.
with him the whole time until he finishes all 21 seasons of Grey's Anatomy.
She just
flaw
right there
in
breaks
that.
up with me. I'm crying, just hand on my knees in the front of my house, and you're just like,
But
"Hey,
here's the flaw.
so remember that season in Grey's Anatomy?"
I'm like rubbing your shoulders. I'm thinking, you got to think what Mark Salone would do right now. What would Dr. Sloan do?
Just cuts to me
dig
decking the shit out of you.
That is what Mark would do.
God.
Let's hear it from Mark.
But here's the flaw in that plan, though. Look, I'm married, and I watched Grey's Anatomy once, and I still couldn't get into it. Like,
Well, you got to
that's the
sit
only
Danielle
flaw.
down and make her get into it, and then you're gonna have to watch it
She
with
is
her.
into it. Like,
Well, there you
she's
go.
100% into it.
And then I'm just gonna tell Danielle, make Matt watch Grey's Anatomy with you, and you know she'll do it. I've got everyone. I'm like a fucking bear trap, but you just get Grey's Anatomy instead.
Instead of the horrible, bloody, bear trap.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'll be honest. I think I prefer the bear trap.
That
too, Tim.
said,
Me too.
moving on with our Evil Dead discussion here.
Oh, yes.
Next up is the only Evil Dead remake from 2013. Not The Evil Dead, by the way. Noticeably, it is Evil Dead.
Yeah, it's Evil Dead still.
So, is it a remake of 2, or is it actually a remake of 1? Where do we stand?
It's definitely a remake of 1.
That's fair.
Because I've heard a lot of things from 1. I've heard all the references. I just watched this one today, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
The
The guy that directed Alien Romulus, by the way. I just want to get that out of the way because it's a small detail I like to tell people. So.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
Same director.
Well, it has a lot of references from the first one because, there was a scene where I forget their names, but he was with the book, and she was like, "Oh, just put that away, and go help your friend." And he goes, my friend in there hasn't been here for me in a while," and she goes, yeah, but he's here now," and he goes, "Yeah, truly amazing," like how he did in the first. With Linda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh,
okay.
yeah, Linda, truly amazing." Yeah, and then the
didn't put that one
necklace
together,
scene
actually.
too. Really?
Yeah, I think back when I saw this movie again, I completely forgot about any of the dialogue from the first one. So yeah, that makes sense.
And
that
then
is
the
a snide little
necklace-
reference.
And the necklace scene where, in the first one, where Ash is like trying to grab the necklace to grab the book, it looks like a skull, and then in this one, it also looks like a skull, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool," Every reference from the first one is in this one. You just have to really pay attention to it. It's great.
Small shit. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. I think Tim told me before the podcast that he didn't actually see this one because he didn't know it existed.
Yeah. I just went through the list and I was like, these are all the Evil Dead movies. Then I looked up Evil Dead and I was like, oh no.
Oh no. So basically, the first one happens again, except Ash in this one is a female.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
A lot of the stuff. This one is much more. I think you'd like this one actually, Tim, because this one's much more like gritty. Much more. The violence is a lot more visceral and like heavy, I would say.
Yes.
The violence has a lot of weight in this one, for sure.
What are you trying to say about me?
That you're a sick, twisted fuck, and I think you'd like this movie. I think based off of the kind of horror that you do like, Tim, I think you would like this one.
They just had that ready. There was no song or dance. It was just like I felt like I just got fucking socked in the face.
You're a Warhammer 40k fan, man. Like, I know what you are. You know, you don't gotta tell me twice. Yeah, exactly. Like,
I know who you are.
I love using that line. It's my favorite.
Yeah, in this movie, like they find, like at the beginning of it, it's not the best intro, but it certainly, I love how this intro is because it makes you think that the girl that's walking in the woods is, innocent, and then these two guys just jump her for no reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you're over here like, what the fuck? Like why are these guys after her, And then it reveals that she was actually Deadite. And I really love the Deadite's looks in this one.
Me too.
Just cuz the eyes like are more horrifying.
Yeah.
And it's for just plain white,
The opening of this movie does a really good job setting the tone for what this one's going to be like. Because I think a lot of people probably came off, Army of Darkness or Evil Dead 2 and were like, this isn't silly or fun. I'm having a very bad time.
This is total whiplash, honestly.
Yeah.
There's a
This
lot of
one's
disturbing scenes in this.
It's
one.
hardcore realism. There's like themes about like drug addiction in this movie too. Yeah. The one thing that I'll say about this movie that I'm not a huge fan of is I'll be honest, I'm having to look at the Wikipedia page right now because I don't remember anyone's name except for Mia.
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
I don't remember any of the characters at all from this movie, which is a problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem for me too because I can never remember any of the names in this movie.
If I think about it, they're just like all archetypes, right? Like they don't really. They all just kind of have their set thing, and you're like, oh, this character is this kind of person. This character is this kind of person.
It's John Horror.
Oh yeah, like the guy with the glasses, he's a teacher, I think, and the other girl besides Mia is a nurse, registered nurse, and I think her brother is military, I believe. I'm not.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, because he had the like high and tight haircut.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other girl is his girlfriend. The blonde is his girlfriend.
Yeah, that blonde has a really fucking horrible scene attached to her that I'm not even gonna get into because I'm gonna let Tim see it when he watches the movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that
Goddamn.
one either.
Oh no.
Appendages just hanging.
There's
straight
another
hanging.
scene with Mia whenever she turns into the Deadite, and like with her in it. There's two scenes in that movie with that girl that I do not like. Which one of them that you just mentioned, and the other one when she's in the basement with Mia, and she tries to protect herself with a knife. If you understand the reference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's another. There's a lot of scenes in this movie where I have to turn my head.
It's a hardcore one.
Yeah, or I have to be all here like, ugh.
This one went really hardcore and made the language of the book Welsh for some reason. That was weird.
Yeah. And then like,
Welsh.
What are they trying to say? What are you trying to say? What does that mean?
Also, I kind of wanted to get into this, but the books too, like how they change each time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have to go with like the first one because like the first one was really my favorite one than any of the other ones. Well, no, I can't really say that. 2 was my favorite one. actually.
I really like the illustrations in the book in this one. From what I
Yeah,
remember,
the
I remember the
illustrations in
illustrations
the
were
book in
really
this
awesome.
Yeah.
Made me wish that they sold like a physical, actual thing of this one in particular.
They actually do, but it just costs a lot. That's it.
Well, you know what, Matt, you're gonna buy it.
Yep, I will.
Yeah, Matt will buy it, and we'll go from there.
Fun fact about me: I have an actual Evil Dead book in my room.
The Necronomicon.
Oh,
Yeah, the Necronomicon, and I actually got a pop figure of the Army of Darkness, and I have 2 movies on VHS, and then a whole collection of movies of the Evil Dead. So yeah, I probably will buy it.
Not a real fan.
Yeah, no, I'm not a real fan.
Not a real fan.
you are weak.
Well, yeah, so the characters being kind of unrememberable is the worst part for me. I believe they brought back the Vine scene in this one too, and
I did see that. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the wiki synopsis.
yeah,
Yeah, that Vine
it does come
scene.
back.
It wasn't really the vine. It was something coming out of the other entity or whatever you want to call it. Its mouth, and then it happened,
What are
and
you,
that's
a
the
fucking
other.
botanist now.
Think of the plants.
And I was just like, I don't know why. Like I
I
just
get what you're
still
saying
think-
though. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think it wasn't necessary to do that.
Yeah, I
Was it?
still, if I was gonna pull anything from the first Evil Dead, that wouldn't have been it if I was remaking it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think though I will say this, even though the characters weren't memorable, there's a lot of awesome scenes in this, a lot of good body horror. I love the fucking end of this movie, one of the best
Yes.
endings in the Evil Dead. Without spoiling it for Tim, there is a chainsaw scene, and it's awesome. It's fucking one of the greatest. It's one of the best uses of a chainsaw in a movie ever. I love it. I love it. And they also lean back into the unrealistic amount of blood that was in the former movies. So I'm always
It's
a big fan of when that
really
shows up.
gory. It's really unique. of
People bleed in this movie like fountains.
Yeah, like-
it's awesome.
Who I will say one of the characters has the worst of it of the worst in this movie. Like, I'm not saying which character, I'm just saying there's a character in this movie that just gets the worst of the worst. Like, there's no saving him. Like,
Yep. But Mia's a really awesome protagonist. I actually kind of wish that we got more stuff with Mia in it, honestly. I wish we got like another trilogy out of this, but I understand why we didn't, because films are films and movies are movies and things are things, but
Yeah.
you just got to deal with it. Mia was awesome. I can't speak to the rest of the characters because I'll be honest, I don't really remember them a whole lot. So
yeah, Mia was amazing. The actress who played Mia just did the best out of all of them, I have to say.
she did carry this movie as far
Yeah,
as like,
she
the
did. She
thespian side
carried
goes,
this
yeah.
movie so much. And the rest of them, like, they were okay. The only problem that I had with the other characters is that nothing really happened to them to make them memorable. That's about
Yeah.
it.
They don't like stand out in any way or like like
They're like, damn.
I could
oh.
put anyone there.
Yeah.
It's not like the case with like the first one where like I see Scotty, I see Cheryl, and like the impact that they have on the story.
It could be me.
It could be me. It could be you. It could even be as I get like chainsaw.
What? It was
through.
obvious.
Where would you put this one, Matt, if you were to rank it?
I would have to put it at for a remake, an A.
Yeah,
would have to go with
yeah,
A.
I actually agree with that entirely. I'm not even gonna bait this time. Yeah, I think this is an A. This is an A as well.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
really like
putting
this
it
one.
in D.
No, you haven't seen it. You don't get an opinion. Banish him to the shadow realm.
It's the internet. We're on a podcast. It's my job to have an opinion.
I don't need to be informed. I just need to say things. And yeah. So, ignoring Tim's opinion because he hasn't seen it, we're putting it in A. Take that, Tim.
Oh, man. I've
know
been
what, I'm
silenced by big
I'm-
media once again.
I'm sentencing Tim to C tier
Oh,
with
shit.
Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead
Gosh.
2. Sorry, I can't say the. My bad.
You can't
Every time I
the.
say the, like the lawyers are like, What did he say?
What?
What did you call that?
What just happened?
DMCA that podcast now.
Could you just imagine a bunch of lawyers sitting in their office and just like someone just says the Evil Dead and they're just like, wait, Johnson, I feel a disturbance.
Johnson, they said the thing. Get him! They said the thing.
I feel it too, Rodro.
That's I feel money coming on.
Here comes the money. Cha-ching. All right, so we've gotten through the bulk of the series. Now we've talked about the remake. We've talked about the original trilogy.
But what
Now
about the
we're
TV
here.
show?
I don't watch TV. I've decided that just now. I don't watch TV.
You literally just talked about
I
it. Watching.
only
Never
watch
mind.
my
just
favorite.
talked
I only
about
We're
it.
getting
watch.
close to time. I don't want to. No.
I only
Go
watch
back.
my favorite anime.
Go back.
Grey's Anatomy. Okay,
Rewind
right
to
up there
where he
with
said
Corey
it.
in the House.
Nah.
And
I'm painting my roof a different color tonight.
we're moving 10 years forward in the timeline because it was. I'll be honest. I kind of thought Evil Dead was Evil Dead after the remake. I didn't think we were going to get another Evil Dead movie. I thought it was Jover because Bruce Campbell's old.
Yeah, same.
Getting the retirement home, you old man.
Wow.
Could you imagine if they still had him doing practical effects in this?
He's too old for this shit, man. He's just cameoing in Spider-Man movies now. Leave him alone.
Oh man, no.
Evil Dead Rise is what I'm building up to here. Evil Dead Rise is a movie.
It is a movie.
Yes.
A very enjoyable movie. It was a
I-
wild ride. It was.
I like Evil Dead Rise, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim. Give us
No,
a lowdown on this one. What did you feel about Evil Dead Rise? Since you're back
Evil
in the
Dead
fold
Rise was an interesting one because whenever it first came out and I watched trailers, I don't know. I am very skeptical about a majority of the movies that were just like, hey, here's a movie from franchises that are almost 40 years old at this point. Now, basically 40
So
years
fair,
at that
actually, yeah.
on the point. So I've always just been like, okay, this is concerning because to some degree, some has some mileage still. Others, you might as well just be digging up the corpse and parading it around, much like the girlfriend in the first movie.
We're looking at you, Hellraiser movies.
Exactly. But
We'll rank
Next
those
episode?
one day. Yeah, right.
but just like with everything with this movie, because I'm just like, it's in an apartment. This is all very totally different from every single other Evil Dead movie compared, with the exception of Army of Darkness, obviously.
Yeah.
But it makes it work. I am surprised of how it made it work because they managed to actually tone in this like the one room feeling, isolating this entire block and making it just like this kind of nightmare. And it's a decent blend of horror and comedy again. Because much more in the horror aspect, I think, but there are some comedic elements.
There are some parts that are fucking funny in this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, there
There's
are.
some really funny parts.
And I'll give it credit. This is an odd thing to give it credit for, so I don't want to take this out of context. But I am surprised that they were actually willing to kill the children characters in this movie.
Oh yeah, they do kill the children characters in this movie.
Because
Good for them.
that is my issue in a lot of media, is that either I think a child character ruins any kind of like franchise. There's only like a few exceptions that adding a child character adds much.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, it's a mature medium, and especially in horror movies, I don't know. There's very few movies that cross that like that Rubicon of being like, oh, you know that they're safe. They're not going to do it. There's the Fallout New Vegas kids where you can't murder them.
Yeah. Yeah. But the kids in this movie, they do die.
Yeah. How old were they again in this movie? Like,
I have
they were,
no clue. There was like a
they were, like-
teenager, there was like a younger one, and then there was like
Yeah.
the really young one, like a kid.
Yeah. And I was just like, nah, that nothing's gonna happen to them. Like nothing, because like it happens in every horror movie. Like you see like a 15-year-old and 14-year-old or whatever, and you're just like, oh yeah, nothing's gonna happen to them. And then surprisingly, something happened to them in this movie, and Can we all talk about the intro to this movie? Because I have to say it's one of the greatest intros out of all the Evil Dead.
It's the best
movies.
title card of all time.
Yeah,
It's
I
straight
knew
up
this
amazing.
was coming.
Tyler
Salivates over this scene. every
Loved,
single time.
it was my Twitter banner for like 6 months. Okay, I love the title crawl in this movie. It's awesome.
it was the
It's
greatest
awesome.
intro.
It is.
It was very well done.
That's what I thought, bitch.
Even though I am a very contrarian.
Yes, yeah.
I can't argue. It had pure just majesty of whenever it just hits
It is
you.
cinema. It is
Like when-
certified cinema.
Like whenever she just comes out of the water and then you see like Evil Dead, you know, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, it's awesome.
I can't
It's
imagine
awesome.
it.
The red, like it's all red around her, and then the title card slides in. It's
Slides
masterful.
in.
It's just
Yes,
it's incredible.
it's the greatest.
I'm trying to think of any other notable title cards, but like that is the best one for me. I think this one just stands out in my mind. Anytime I think about this movie, the first thing I think about is the title card. And that's actually would usually be a slight against the movie, but this time it's actually a compliment because the rest of the movie is also great as well.
Yeah,
It's an excellent segue. It manages to get you pretty in there.
and then
really
like, not only that, but the monster, the big old huge freaking thing at the end.
Oh, you're talking
too,
about the
like-
thing in the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, the final
Oh.
amalgamation. Whenever they all just like Voltron into a human like
It is
Mighty
fucking
Morphin-
awesome.
Deadites in
Transform-
the sky.
Transformers. They Voltron that bitch.
Oh,
Superpower,
Jesus
Mega
Christ.
Morphin Power Rangers. Like,
And then the chainsaw is back, baby. I'm
Yes,
always
the
here for
chainsaw
every
is
time we bring
back
the
in this
chainsaw
one.
back. It's awesome.
Yeah. Like every time I see a chainsaw, I just think of Evil Dead. Like
Yeah.
no matter what. Like
Sorry, Texas
Oh, no,
Chainsaw
yeah,
Massacre. You fell off too hard.
yeah, pretty much.
well, I mean, the issue. I mean, it's just kind of classic because even if you add like a chainsaw into like a zombie film, which, let's be honest, the Deadites kind of give that basically that vibe.
Yeah.
It's just like basically you can just be like, yeah, that's basically inspired by Evil Dead.
Yep. Anytime a chainsaw shows up, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. No, it's awesome. It's awesome. I like the way that, she chainsaws it and then she forces it into the wood chipper
Oh
afterward.
gosh, yeah.
Oh,
I forgot all
man.
about the wood chipper.
This movie's
Do you think these
fucking
last two
awesome.
movies were just compensation for Army of Darkness not having any gore? Is that they're just like, we gotta
We gotta up it
with the
for me.
remake?
Just specifically for me, you know.
Evil Dead Rise. We gotta make up for it. We have a lot of lost time here, bud.
Oh man. Nah, they,
Um,
I have to say, the elevator scene too was really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whenever she gets to the elevator and all those wires started to come out and just to grab her and stuff. I thought it was gonna be another wood scene, but with electrical stuff. And I was just like, oh no. And no, it stopped and I was already like, oh thank God. You know?
Yeah.
Like I was
They baited
relieved.
us.
Do you think
They knew what we were expecting. And we were
Yeah.
like, no, please. Don't do this.
Please don't.
And
do
once
it.
again, I like to reiterate that it was just really good. I think being able to condense it to this like single apartment floor, managing to close it off so you have that once again isolated feeling that like the first movie kind of gave you was really well done. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
just especially at the beginning whenever like all the apartment like everyone on the apartment floor is getting infected by the Deadites and they're like coming to the door. It made a very good like atmosphere for me at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, 100%.
I love it. Yeah, I love
I
the
didn't think it
apartment one. Silent Hill 4 mentioned, by the way.
God.
Apartment things. Anyways, I like claustrophobic horror. I like stuff that's really condensed and like in one location works really well. So like things on a plane, the first Evil Dead in the cabin. This one in particular does a really good job of making an apartment complex feel like you're trapped somewhere really, really good.
Yeah.
So.
Like your home's no longer your home. It's something that
Exactly.
you have to be
And it
trapped in.
opens the door to the Deadites being, which obviously the show opened this door, but, this opens the door to the Deadites being just anywhere. It doesn't have to be the cabin anymore. We don't always have to be
Yeah.
in the cabin. The Deadites just have to infest a location, which they do
Yeah.
through that record player that they play, which, by the way, I don't know how many people in here know this. There's a little Easter egg. in the scene where the record player plays, because we hear the voice of Bruce Campbell, aka Ash, on the record player, calling for the people to stop the ceremony, stop what they're doing. And the writer-director has said that is intentional, that it's like a time-displaced Ash Williams trying to
Oh
stop.
shit.
But even back in the 1920s, still fighting Deadites and doing this shit. So,
Oh, okay, awesome.
yeah.
When are we
it-
gonna
I mean,
get
it makes
back,
sense
though?
that he tried to go back to his life as being a cashier. Didn't pan out, so now he's just trying to go around murder.
Have you watched
No,
the TV show, Tim?
No, I've seen a couple episodes, but I didn't finish.
Okay, then you
Oh,
got an
man,
idea of what it
have
is, yeah.
To watch the rest of it. It's great.
There has been like rumors of them doing an animated Evil Dead TV show that Bruce Campbell would return for. Because he can't, like I said, he can't physically do this stuff anymore, but he has
yeah.
said that he'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
down for an animated thing. It just has to have Sam
I-
Raimi attached to it.
I would be completely down for that.
Yep.
I think a CGI animated film of The Evil Dead would go really hard.
It
be
would
awesome.
go really well. Like,
And you can get away with as much gore as you want animated. You know, there's no
oh yeah, 100%.
like you can go crazy there. But back to Evil Dead Rise. Great movie, very very good. What are the downsides to this one? What are the downsides to this movie in particular?
I have to say, the way that they find the book was kind of, or the record player. Sorry.
The records, them going
Yeah.
into the because it's an earthquake or something, right?
Yeah,
it's
it was like an earthquake that
and-
opens up like a maintenance hatch or whatever.
Yeah,
like
and-
writing wise, that feels really like there's a lot of things that needed to happen for this to like fall into our hands. I would have much rather us gone the stereotypical route where like the it's the son that's like the DJ or into the DJ stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I'd much rather him have been in a Goodwill and been like, oh, this looks spooky, and find like a record in a sleeve with no label on it, and then the guy's like, you don't want to buy that. I'm the warning guy that shows up in all of these movies, and then him take it home and play it instead of the earthquake, them
Yeah, or
exploring an
steal it or
earthquake.
something, yeah.
Yeah, because I thought that would have been cool, and
But the way
it
that
worked
they
fine,
did it,
but the earthquake section
weird.
just makes me go, wow, these kids are fucking so stupid. It was the word.
Yeah.
I had to
was gonna
go.
say.
They have to be just morons, basically.
Yeah.
No matter how young I was, I would never do something like that under any
100%.
circumstances.
I mean, like,
So,
if you see a hole and you see something else, you're just like, nah, I'm good, No, but these kids were just like, adventure.
and you're very aware that an earthquake happened recently and could potentially have another one happen shortly thereafterwards. Like it's just
Yeah.
nuts. It's insane.
Let me
You
just
get
go into
buried
this
alive.
guaranteed death trap.
So no, yeah, that does kind of take me out of it for a little bit and go, okay, this is weird. Everything after that's fun. Everything after that I
Yeah,
believe and I kind of respect in equal bounds, but just how they obtain the record is really like, oh, so
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
off
that
to
was
me.
the only, like, dumb part of this movie.
What about you,
that
Tim? You
and-
got anything negative? Oh, go ahead, Matt. Take it away.
No, go ahead, Tim. It's fine.
I would say that even though despite like the fact that I enjoy all the things that happen in the movie and like kind of it still holds the tone. I think the most negative I will say about it is that it didn't give me that same sense of dread as the first one. Like I enjoy that it was like more like a family dynamic, like a family being torn apart. But I don't know, like the first movie just still holds the fact of like kind of like this irreverence for humanity and like seeing things degraded to a utmost degree. The monster at the end almost gets there, don't get me wrong, because that was dope as hell.
It's awesome.
And that was I enjoyed that concept of stitching these people together. But it still wasn't like, that was more like, the monster trying to get the kill, where it wasn't like a mockery of things in a sense. Mm-hmm. So that's really my only negative of that.
You
It
think
didn't
that
really
they kind of lose their personality to some
Yeah,
degree. Like
because-
they kind of like they feel more goal oriented on like just killing everything instead of being like, hee, we're demons doing demon
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I so much enjoy a tormentor that's trying to like do everything to get under your skin, either literally or psychologically.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, if I saw the amalgamation of my sister and children being formed into one giant monster, I too would be kind of feeling a different way.
That'd be a bit miffed.
But at the end, that was more of a thing for. I mean, she chainsaws the shit out of it and murders it. So, where like in that original scene, it's Ash seeing the love of his life being turned into this grotesque like zombie marionette.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have another complaint to list, Matt?
No. I think I'm good. I was thinking of one, and then I go, oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Damn. Okay. I really don't have any major complaints for this one, honestly. I like this one a lot. I do agree that the writing, them getting the record feels kind of shoehorned in a way, and that's a little bit silly. But other than that, I feel like I got along with the writing quite a bit in this one. Yeah, I don't have any major issues. Where would you guys put this one if you were to rank it?
Come on, Matt. I think you need a lead one. Where are you at?
Yeah, it's Matt's turn.
Okay. I would definitely.
Go fuck
this up. I would definitely give this a. I'm in the middle between A and B. So I'm still
Coward.
like right there.
Coward.
Cowardly. Straight cowardly.
Cowardly. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Tim?
So I know I said that I wasn't going to try to overlap, but unfortunately, there's just no way in hell I'm putting this in either D or S.
Yeah.
But I think it's an A. I think it's an A. It's very. I think it holds true to the core. It brings you back to. I mean, I didn't rewatch the remake, so I didn't get that also feeling of like returning to form, returning to horror. But I think this does a really good job of returning to horror with still slight. I think it's just basically a better Evil Dead 2. It better synthesizes both of them, and it retains both aspects of this franchise of comedy and horror, but it doesn't feel too like ham-fisted. But it still doesn't reach the peaks that it could have.
I can agree with that notion. I think I'm going to put it in A. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. A across. Nothing reached S tier for us today, which is crazy.
No, nothing.
Well, you put.
I wanted Evil Dead in S tier for sure. Yeah.
In retrospect, I think I will put.
Oh my god.
Put the first Evil Dead in S tier.
All right,
just so I can maintain my dignity.
Yeah, I'll do the first Evil Dead in S tier.
So I can retain my dignity.
So I'm not a fucking liar.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything's perfectly synthesized.
Everything works out. Yeah, we've done it. We ranked all the Evil Dead movies. Just to read off the list here. I've got our tier list here. We got 2 in C. Army of Darkness, we went B. The Evil Dead remake and Evil Dead Rise are both in A. And we've now retroactively added the Evil Dead to S tier because that's where it deserves to be, and I have right opinions all the time, and I've been retroactively proven right, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there. For this first episode, I've been proven
No, it's
right,
fair.
so.
It is fair. It is... just talking everything through it. And I mean, it's super impressive, especially with how indie it was, and like I said, it was so easy. You could have so easily turned this... This movie could have been just like any other Friday the 13th, any kind of like... Exorcist, but they did, and massive kudos because
awesome thing.
Because the one thing I will give the horror genre that was both its blessing and its curse of whenever it got huge is that you had so many people kind of just like ripping off each other. Everyone made like kind of like the same thing. So for someone to actually make something pretty original like this, yeah, massive props. Massive props.
Yep, there we go. So yep, the Evil Dead moves up to S. And we find ourselves at the end of the episode where we're going to enter a special little segment real quick called... I don't have a name for this segment. Where we're going to recommend films to you at the end of each episode.
Coming to a theater near you.
How about film recommendation? How about that?
Yeah, but that's
too basic.
That sounds AI
too
generated.
basic.
Yeah,
You AI generated that, didn't you? God
What
damn
is this,
it.
the fucking...
No, I don't. It just came on the top of my head. How about that?
Oh, okay. Fine. Well, I'll let Matt start off because I know that he's excited to get his recommendation out there. So, take it away, Matt.
Oh no.
Okay, so my first recommendation on this podcast has to be Phantom of the Paradise. Yeah, that's gonna be my recommendation.
Phantom of the Paradise. Sounds interesting.
Sick. Do you want to tell us anything else about it, or just gonna throw it out there and name?
So with this movie, I have to say, don't look anything up on it. Don't look anything up on it. Just watch it blind. It's really one of those movies where you have to just say, fuck it, let's watch it.
Well, knowing what a sick, twisted fuck you are, I'm definitely going to look stuff up on it beforehand. Anyway, Tim, do you have a movie you'd like to throw in the hat for everyone? Evil Dead adjacent or not?
For a recent movie, this probably doesn't shock anybody, but Weapons. I would definitely it is just a movie I want to hear people's opinions about because it is. If you were to say I hated this movie or if I thought this was the best movie ever, I could see it both ways.
Interesting. Okay.
I still struggle with how I perceive the movie, but if any opinion for it so far for me, I could be like, yeah, you're right.
I like it. Okay, so Weapons. Say you're Phantom of the what again? Paradise. Okay, I'm just gonna be thinking of Phantom of the Opera the whole time. But yes, Phantom of the Paradise. Is there some crossover there? Don't tell me. I'll find out. Anyway.
No. So
Weapons.
Fun fact.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Go, hit your fun fact.
All right. Fun fact about that movie is that it's actually is a musical, but he did it in his own way. And it's based off of Phantom of the Opera, but like it's just in its own way.
I see. So Brian De Palma's Phantom of the Opera. That'll be interesting. Because there's something wrong with that guy too. But yeah, Weapons. Weapons. Phantom of the what again? Paradise. I'm never gonna remember that. Paradise Lost. Phantom of the Paradise. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm going to throw in my recommendation here at the very end. I was going back and forth whether I wanted to do something similar to The Evil Dead or something just from that time period, and I think I'm going to do both in a way, actually. So my recommendation for this week is Eraserhead, the 1977 David Lynch film. Yeah, if you haven't seen Eraserhead, check it out. I got to watch it a few weeks ago with my partner, and they adore the baby in that movie, and so do I. And I think you will too if you check it out. Go check out the baby. Eraserhead baby for life. Thank you so much for listening to At the Movies with Ty, Tim, and Matt. I'm getting out of here because I have to chainsaw my hand off now. Thank you so much for being here, everyone.
Damn it, Matt! Stop reading books!